So we have 2 ultimate control circuits, 1 diamond chipset, 2 atomic alloys, 2 sheets of titanium, 1 energy tablet, and 1 elite energy cube. Gives us an ultimate energy cube. Hello and welcome to another episode of Regrowth Reloaded. Okay, so today I want to do a few things. We want to go in and do some more stuff in Chapter 9, The Life of the World, before we start jumping back into a little bit more of the mechanism stuff. So let's come in here. We do have 1 quest with an unclaimed reward, and I'll explain that in a little bit here. That's our seed, and I'll tell you how that works. But first of all, let's come in here into the Life of the World, and we're going to come in here, and I want to get some of these spawn eggs. So let's start off here with Mentat's minions. Villagers are interesting to say the least, but you wish they could be a little more useful. You've seen a few hobgoblins around in their little huts, though. The fact that they've survived the cataclysm makes you think they might be a bit more intelligent. Enslaving them with a lead will encourage them to collect any items from the ground and put them in a nearby inventory. If you give them a pickaxe, they will proceed to mine around them as long as they are still tethered. So, just don't suffocate this one. Okay, we're going to spawn Hobgoblin. So let's take a look at the recipe for that, and that is 1 stone, 1 dirt, an iron pickaxe, a lead, 3 experience drops, and a spawn villager. Now I made a whole bunch of spawn villagers because I knew these were coming up. So let's come in here and let's grab what we have here. We have our dirt, stone, iron pickaxe, a lead, 3 experience drops, and the spawn villager egg. So let's go ahead and get this on our altar. Here, okay. And let's get these tossed onto this. Alright, now take just a moment. I'll be right back with you as soon as I'm ready. Okay, our altar's ready. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. We have 1 hobgoblin egg. Let's come over here and let's collect our reward on that. It gives us another hobgoblin egg and 8 experience drops. Alright, let me get this out of the way here. Alright, so the next thing we're going to work on is Click Clack. Each night you find yourself assaulted by hordes of the undead. Maybe it could prove an interesting experiment to try to and recreate the way they came into existence artificially. Alright, so we're going to do the spawn skeleton. So let's take a look at this. This is a skull candle, a bone block, a bow, an arrow, 4 experience drops, and a spawn villager. So we have everything here? Yes, we do. Let's start off with the bone candle. So, or the skull candle. So I'm going to grab these items here. And the skull candle is, first of all, we make a candle by using string, bone meal, and a slime ball. Will give us a candle, and then you combine that with the skeleton skull underneath it, and that will give you the skull candle. The next thing we had in there were the bone block, and that is made up of 9 piles of bones, and piles of bones are made up of 4 bones. So we take the bones and we do like this. They'll give us a pile of bones. 9 of these will give us a bone block. There we go. everything else we already have. I crafted a bow. We have tons of arrows. We've got our experience drop and our spawn villager. We go ahead and put that on the altar. Skull candle, bone block, bow, arrow, 4 experience drops, and spawn villager. Okay, this will take just a moment, so I'll be right back with you as soon as it's ready. Okay, the altar's ready. Let's go ahead and make this. There we go. We have our spawn skeleton egg. Let me move it up here. Go ahead and claim our reward on that. We get another spawn skeleton and 8 more experience drops. Okay. So the next thing is, let's look at this again. So we're going to come up here to warts and all. Dark witches appear similar to villagers, suggesting they took up witchcraft and were expelled from their village. Something they did allowed them to survive the cataclysm, however, so perhaps being able to observe them in a controlled environment could prove insightful. So we're going to do a spawn witch. So let's take a look at that recipe. And that is a splash potion of poison, a witch's hand, which we've got from our spawner, sugar, 4 experience drops, and 1 spawn villager. So if we come over here, we have a splash potion of poison. It's just a regular splash potion, spawn villager, witch's hand, sugar, and 4 experience drops. So let's go ahead and get this on the altar here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this should just take a moment. I'll be right back with you as soon as it's ready. Okay, the altar's ready. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. 1 spawn witch. Let's go ahead and claim our reward on that. Another spawn witch egg and 8 more experience drops. Alright, let's get that put away. Alright, next one we're going to be doing is this one here, brains. Each night you find yourself assaulted by hordes of the undead. Maybe it could prove an interesting experiment to try and recreate the way they came into existence artificially. Okay, so we're going to do spawn zombies. So let's take a look at that. And this is a zombie skull candle. So that's made the same way except you use a zombie skull. A block of flesh, a zombie brain, iron ingots, 4 experience drops, and a spawn villager. Okay, so the block of flesh is made up of 9 rotten flesh. So let me go ahead and grab that. I'm going to grab these other items. Let's go craft that real quick. The block of flesh. Just like that will give you your block of can't say that. Block of flesh. So let's go ahead and get this on the altar. 2, 3, 4, and villager. Okay, this will take just a moment. I'll be right back with you as soon as it's ready. And our altar is ready. Let's go ahead and toss this on here and put it on. There we go. We have our spawn zombie. So let's go ahead and claim our reward on this. That gives us another spawn zombie and 8 more experience drops. Alright, let me get that cleaned up real quick. And the last one we're going to do is going to be How the Great Have Fallen. And we can't do this one up here, which is Coven Witches. We can look at it real quick. Because this one needs a witch's hat and witch's robes, and we'd have to jump back into witchery to do that. So it's going to need a spawn hobgoblin, so I'm going to have to do more hobgoblins as well as that. So we can't do the spawn coven witch, but we can come in here and How the Great Have Fallen. The abominations you call fallen knights seem to be amalgamations of skeletons and zombies. Time to see whether you can reproduce this fusion. So, this says spawn concussion creeper, but it's not. It is the spawn fallen knight. And this is made up of a wither skull skeleton. Same thing, just this candle on a wither skeleton skull. Block of flesh, bone blocks, which we've already done. Iron sword, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 experience drops, a spawn zombie, and a spawn skeleton. So, we have our spawn skeleton there. We have, that's the witch. Spawn zombie, block of flesh, bone block, iron sword, wither skull, candle, and 5 experience drops. So let's go ahead and get this on our altar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wither skulls, candle, sword, bone block, block of flesh, spawn zombie, and spawn skeleton. Alright, this will take a little bit, so I'll be right back with you as soon as it's ready. Alright, our altar's ready. Let's go ahead and put that on there, and let's go ahead and get our egg. There we go. We have our spawn, it says spawn concussion creeper. Okay, whatever. So let's go ahead and claim our reward on this. That's going to give us another one and 8 experience drops. All right. So let me go ahead and get that up here. Put these guys up in here. That should be a fallen knight. I don't know why it's a concussion creeper spawn egg, but that's what it is. Let me clean up my inventory real quick, and I will meet you up outside. All right, we're out here in our area where we've got all of our machines set up. And first of all, I found the issue that I was having with the power cube over there. And it turns out that it was the version of Optifine that I had installed. There was a newer version, so I went ahead and downloaded that, and it's no longer freezing up on us by looking at this thing. Also, I did not have it configured correctly as far as where the output was so that it could power these. So that's all fixed now too. That one's charged up to 800,000 RF, but we're going to do better than that by going into our quest book. And my parakeets are very excited for this, if you can't tell. We're going to come into chapter 14, How the World Enhances. Let's open that up. And then we're going to come up here to iMag Seeds. First of all, I did get this completed. Now, here's the interesting thing. I was just looking at this first recipe here, just as Osmium Seeds and diamond or dust or compressed diamond. And the problem was the Osmium Seeds were 10-10-10 seeds, but they were unidentified. So there are 2 more recipes here. This one uses Osmium Seeds that are 10-10-10, and the other one is 1-1-1. So the problem was the seeds weren't identified, and they would have had to have been either 1-1-1 or 10-10-10 in order for this to work. So I went ahead and did that. It used like a total of 10 points of diamond dust, I think, to do this. I got them planted, grew them all up to 10-10-10, and they're out there being collected in our garden now. So that's that. So let's go ahead and collect our reward, which is 8 more Essence of iMag and a Misaka Cloud Terminal. And now my cat's in here. Alright, so we got that. Now let's come back into here and excuse me just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that rude interruption. The cat just, of course, wants attention when he wants attention, which is all the time with that guy. Anyways, we're going to come into here. We did our power store. We created a basic energy cube. I created a second one so that I can do this while leaving the other one in play, and that was the purpose of that. So we're going to do getting a power up. So let's click on this. The basic energy cell holds a decent amount, but sometimes it's just a case of bigger being better. So why not give it a nice big upgrade? So they want us to take our basic energy cube and go through all the iterations to get it up to an ultimate energy cube. Now I kind of showed you this in the last episode. So I spent a few hours gathering the stuff that we needed and creating it so that we can go through this process of creating this ultimate energy cell. So first of all, we've got our basic energy cube. We did this in the last episode. So first thing we need to do is upgrade it to a advanced energy cube. And in order to do that, that requires 2 advanced control circuits, a golden chipset, 2 enriched alloys, 2 steel plates, and an energy tablet. So over here is what we need. First of all, I've got everything except for one of the advanced control circuits, and this is the stuff that we need to make that. So let me go ahead and grab that real quick. All right, come over here and craft it. So this is 2 basic control circuits with an enhanced circuit board, 1 enriched alloy, and 2 iron chipsets will make us that advanced circuit. Let me get this stuff out of my way here. All right, then what we need to complete the first task is to just combine all this stuff together. There's those 2, there's that, those 2, energy tablet, and our basic energy cube. So let's come over here. See if I can remember this recipe. 2 advanced, gold, 2 of those. This goes here, here, and that gives us our advanced energy cube. All right. Part 1. Now we got to do part 2. Go back in here. So we have our advanced energy cube. We need to go up to an elite energy cube, and this is made up of 2 elite control circuits, a diamond chipset, reinforced alloy. Let's see, what was reinforced alloy? Okay, reinforced alloy is the this one here, the enriched alloy, back in the metallurgic infuser with diamond dust to create reinforced alloy. And then just to show you here, the atomic alloy is the reinforced alloy with refined obsidian dust to make atomic alloy. So that's the alloys. So anyway, so let's go ahead and do this. We need to make another elite control circuit. I have everything else completed. So in here, this is what we need. So grab this stuff here to make the elite control circuit. So that should be something like this. That, and these 2. Yes, there's our elite control circuit. Now let's go ahead and grab the rest of it that we need. Second elite control circuit, another diamond chipset, reinforced alloy, 2 osmium plates, and an energy tablet. Alright, so let's put that together. So we got our 2 elite diamond chipset, 2 reinforced, 2 osmium plates, energy tablet, and our advanced energy gives us an elite energy cube. Alright, 2 out of 3 done. Now let's go to the last one. And this one, of course, if we come back in here, is our ultimate, which is ultimate control circuits, 2 of those, a diamond chipset, 2 atomic alloys, our elite energy cube, ignore the basic, 2 sheets of titanium, and an energy tablet. Now our ultimate control circuit is 2 diamond chipsets, an atomic alloy, 2 elite control circuits, and an intricate circuit board. So let's go ahead and grab that stuff here and make it real quick. All right. So we have our 2 diamond chipsets. This thing, that 2 elite circuits will give us our ultimate control circuit. All right. So let's get the last of the stuff that we need for the energy cube. All right. So we have 2 ultimate control circuits, 1 diamond chipset, 2 atomic alloys, 2 sheets of titanium, 1 energy tablet, and 1 elite energy cube. Gives us an ultimate energy cube. Now this thing holds 51.2 million RF. Whew, that's a lot of RF. But not only that, our reward is another ultimate energy cube that is completely filled. Let's go ahead and claim our reward. And there we go. All right, so the next thing we want to work on is we did getting a power up. So we're coming over here to factorization. Now, I'm not certain if this leads into a multi-part quest or not, but let's see what it does. Sometimes you feel like the throughput capacities of the machines you've created thus far just don't quite cut it. Sometimes you want to be processing more than, it should be 1 item at a time, so why not increase the bandwidth of the machines? You could do this by making more of the same machine, but that's boring. Instead, let's upgrade the machines to factories. So it wants us to make a basic tier installer. So let's take a look at this. And this is 2 basic control circuits, an iron chipset, 2 osmium ingots, a tin plate, 2 sheets of aluminum, and an energy tablet. So let me go sleep real quick and we'll come right back and we will grab the stuff and start building this. All right, so let's go ahead and grab the stuff that we need here. I'm just going to go ahead and grab all of this because I don't remember everything that we needed. So let's take a look in the quest book again. This is a basic tier installer. So let's take a look at this. Basic tier installer. There we go. Let's go ahead and shift click on that and grab one of those, and there we go. And that is complete. Okay, and that gives us 2 more of them. Let's go ahead and claim that reward. Fantastic. Next one we're going to do is this one here called 1-Up. All right, having all this fancy machinery is excellent and opens up a number of new possibilities, but sometimes they can be a tad slow or use more energy than you like. Why not address that by applying upgrade modules? So, to apply upgrades, access the upgrades window within the machine's GUI. Through that button in the top right, speed upgrades increasing the operating speed of the machine, but also increase how much energy is required per operation. Energy upgrades simply reduce the amount of energy needed per operation. Most machines will accept up to 8 of these upgrades. All right, so it wants us to make a speed upgrade and an energy upgrade. So let's take a look at the speed upgrade, and that is a cobalt plate. That's just 4 pieces of cobalt in the rolling machine, 2 of those, 2 enriched alloy, and a mana lens of velocity. That's just a mana lens and a rune of air. So this was the speed upgrade. Speed upgrade. All right, so let's start with our mana lens. Did I not grab my runes? I did. Mana lens, rune of air. Okay. That was 2 cobalt plates. supposed to be, yeah, enriched alloy. 2 cobalt plates. 2 enriched alloy. The mana lens. And that gives us our speed upgrade. I don't know why that's not auto crafting. Then it wants us to do the, what's it, energy upgrade? Energy upgrade. And that one is 2 ardite plates, same thing. 4 ardite in the rolling machine, 2 enriched alloys, and a regular mana lens. Let's see if this will, nope, does not want to do that. It's alright, we can do that. Easy one. Okay. Mana lens of efficiency. Oh, okay, so that's a Rune of Water and a mana lens. Did I grab a Rune of Water? No, I did not. Hang on just a moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a rune and I'll be right back with you. All right, so I got my Rune of Water. So let's come in here. Let me grab this real quick. I'm going to just do this in here. So we got that. With that, will give us our Rune of mana lens efficiency. We'll put that in here, and that will give us our energy upgrade. So let's check our quest book. Was there anything else? No, that was actually it. So that gives us 4 muffling upgrades, which is good because some of these machines are really loud. Now we get to choose, do we want speed upgrades or do we want energy upgrades? I think I'm going to choose the speed upgrades. And there we go. Now, that was all I really had planned for this episode. Let me see how much time have I been doing here. All right. Let's take a look at our, let me actually put this stuff away and then we'll take a look at our quest book and see if there's anything that we can do real quick. Okay, I decided let's try to see if we can upgrade some of these machines. Since we've got the upgrades, let's come into our metallurgic infuser. We come into here. What do? We put this in here. How do we use these? Do I right click it on there? Yes, you right click it on there. Now we have a basic infusing factory. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's come into upgrades. Do we give it a speed upgrade? Oh, okay, maybe we have to drop that in there. Let's drop one of those in there. Okay, we'll give it a speed. I'll go ahead and give it an energy upgrade too. There we go. Cool. Let's see what else we can do. Crusher. Let's try that. Upgrade the crusher. Cool. Go ahead and give that a speed upgrade as well. And let's try this also, last one on our, let's see, do we want the enrichment chamber or do we do the, let's do the energized smelter. There we go, cool. And let's go ahead and give that a speed upgrade as well. All right, and let's see, the crusher. Let's see, can we put this muffler upgrade on it? Yes. Maybe put that on the infusion. Okay, energy muffling speed, enrichment chamber. Why not? Let's go ahead and give it an energy or speed and a muffler. Do the same with this one here. Alright, so we still have 4 speed upgrades. I think you can upgrade these things even further. I know that you can change these, so this is like a 3. I think you can go up to 7. So, yeah. we'll have to play around with that a little bit more later on. But anyways, let me put this away in here. So you can see I've just been kind of collecting things here and there. So there's our diamond dust. We've got compressed diamonds, which is what's that? Diamonds in the enrichment chamber. We have obsidian dust, and then there's refined obsidian dust, which is I can't remember how I made that now. Obsidian dust was in the enrichment chamber, and then you put it, then you refine it in the infusion here with diamond, and then you put it back in the enrichment chamber to get the enriched obsidian, or whatever it was, refined obsidian. It was kind of crazy how that worked. All right, let me go sleep real quick, and I'll be right back with you. All right, I'm had kind of a look in here, and I don't think I want to mess around too much more in mechanism at this moment, because some of this stuff gets really crazy with all this stuff. We're gonna have to get in some thermal evaporation. We're gonna have to make a biogenerator and biofuel, so I have to look into that and make sure I've got everything ready for that. This is a thing for electrolytic separator for creating gases and stuff like that. So this is starting to get a little more complicated in here, and we're not quite ready as far as the stuff that we have to make all this. Over here in this side, this leads into, I believe, Academy Craft, and I think I want to put that off for a little while. Anyways, let's get a few other things done before we start worrying too much about that. So what I thought we would do, let's come back up here into chapter 4, What the World Teaches. Let's open that up, and let's take a look. See, I got a few more books that are opened up, and let's see if there's any of these that we can do real quick. That one required if I remember, that's like, Nether Star. We don't want to mess around with that one. Anyways, we don't have it. This just gets us into blood magic, which we will take a look at as soon as we're ready to start looking at magic stuff again. These are magic as well, but we may as well do some of this. Alright, so let's come up here to Helga's Brews for Beginners. Everyone needs a cookbook or two to go with a sparkling new kettle. All the witches you've met have recommended Helga's Brews for Beginners, although they may just be looking down at you. It's probably worth a look anyways. So, we need to craft the Witchcraft book, Brews, and Infusions. So let's take a look at our recipe. That's a belladonna, an ink sac, a feather, and an odor of purity. Okay. Let's see if we have everything in here. So belladonna, ink sac. What else was in there? A feather. The odor of purity we do not have here. Let me grab a book. And then while we're at it, let's take a look at the other one, because that's also a witchery book. Be still already. You made a distillery but unsure how to use it. If you feel it might be wise to consult the instructions. So the Distilling Book, let's take a look at that one. That is belladonna, black dye or an ink sac, a feather, and Breath of the Goddess. So same thing. So let's go ahead and grab another book. Our belladonna, ink sac, and another feather. And then we have the two odors that we're going to need. And let's go ahead, and that will open up this one here. You've got chalk now, but are left wondering what to do with the local coven, which pointed you in the direction of... No, we can't do this one yet, because this is for circle magic, and we haven't done the chalk yet. So it's not opened for us yet. Requires two quests to be completed elsewhere. So let's go ahead and do these two that we've grabbed this stuff for. We just need to head over to our witchery area. I did a little bit of stuff over there since the last time we were in that area. Nothing huge, but I'll show you altar power is absolutely incredible now, though. So if we come over this way and take a look at our altar, our altar power is now up to 12,365. That is absolutely fantastic. I kind of set up our area here. I kind of moved our spinning wheel over, our distillery over. We have our oven here, our cauldron, and our kettle. I just kind of made it look like the kettle is being held up by these posts here. The fire is underneath them. I put a stone around it so that it will not burn down the rest of our area. And then back here, if you recall, we had our little underground area just to add a little bit more nature to this. And I kind of expanded this a bit by, I knocked it up by 2, and then I put in all these different logs in there just to add more power to our altar. So it would probably do better with maybe some leaves or stuff in there too, but we're okay. So let's come over here and let's take a look. Now we needed come back into our Helga's Brews, and this one required an odor of purity. So let's see, odor of purity, we have 2 of those. Okay, and then we also needed, for the other one, take a look at that. That one required a breath of the goddess. Breath of the goddess is that one. Okay, I don't think I put a crafting table out here. I should have. Oh yeah, see, I kind of cut into the tree and I put these in there and make it fit in. Alright, so let's head back into our area here. We'll craft these 2 books and that we'll call it quits for this episode. And it would help if I could open the door. So we have belladonna, ink sacs, feathers. Let's see, first one was odor of purity. There's our books. So there's our brews and infusions. And then that one gives us our distilling. All right, let's go ahead and claim our rewards on this. So the distillery gives us 1 book, 16 experience drops, and 4 slime balls. And the brews and infusions gives us 1 book, 16 experience drops, and 2 brews of love. And those are going to come in handy for us when we're ready to go into the dream world. Okay, well that's it for this episode. Thankfully we didn't have the issues that we encountered last time. We did get quite a few things going and done. I will put the energy cube in over there. I'll probably put the full one so we don't have to worry about refilling a new one. But yeah, that's it, and we'll see what we get to do in the next episode. So until next time, this is Desert Rat. Have a good one. Goodbye.